in this video, I'll be finishing wrapping the 335i. In the end of the video, I will go through some things I like about the wrap, some things I don't like, what I learned, because honestly, it's a big learning process. You know, I did a lot of research, watched a lot of videos, read a lot about wrapping, and I actually found it a lot more challenging than I was expecting. So yeah, I'll talk more about that in the end of the video. So yeah, we'll cut to the time lapse now. The E92 or 335i is finally done. Now I must say I am happy and I am grateful. But if I would have known, satin black and matte paints are probably some of the most difficult paints to maintain. So I wrapped the whole car, and the first thing I noticed was, okay, well, I wrapped the rear trunk and the bumper, and then about 2 weeks after, I wrapped the rest of the car. While I was doing that, I was using like a quick detailer to clean the trunk. Big mistake on my part. When you use waxes and not the proper cleaner for satin/matte paints, you can actually see how much glossier the trunk and the bumper are than the quarter panel. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I might have to polish out the rest of the car till it all matches. But after that, I said, okay, I'll order some special cleaner. So I ordered some special cleaner, used it, and it literally looked like I soaked my rag in grease and wiped the entire car. So after that, I had to wipe the entire car down in isopropyl just to get it looking back to new again. So I don't know how I'm going to keep this car clean. That's one thing that I definitely wasn't thinking about, so I don't really know how long this is going to be on the car. As far as wrapping goes, you know, in my opinion, I actually think it's a very, very challenging thing to do. It requires a lot of patience. A big thing I would say that's huge is making sure your surface is prepped and super clean, especially on your edges and everything. Heat really helps. Extra hands really help. And then the biggest thing I noticed was actually stretching the material. Heating and stretching is really important. And initially I wasn't actually stretching it hard enough. And that caused me a lot of grief. And I probably went through 20 feet of wrap just learning how to do it. And it's one of those things that just takes time to learn. So I've heard with satin black, it's a lot easier to do this, but if you look there, you can kind of see that line. And that is where the material was overstretched. So I ran into that a few times around the car. I mean, it's all learning, but yeah, you can see there's some stretch marks on the trunk. Right there, it's kind of blotchy. Yeah, that was really one of the only main issues, but other than that, I think it turned out. Another big tip I want to give for anyone wrapping your car, disassembly is key. It's a lot easier to wrap stuff when it's off the car or the door handles are removed. Like the side skirts, I removed the front bumper, and I felt like that made things a lot easier. Obviously it's more work to take it off, but I just feel like you'll do a better job if it's off the car. I will say one thing though, as far as looks go, I am really happy with how this turned out. The car does look, in my opinion, the satin black just kind of brings out the body lines a lot more. It's a little bit more of a stealthy look. And yeah, for what it's worth though, I really, you know what, it was a great learning experience. One more thing I want to put in here, I just want to give a big thank you to all the people that helped me out. That would be Liam, Zach, Amy, Jamin, Mike, Keaton, Mackenzie, and my Auntie Jenny. Thank you guys so much. Anyways, you guys, that's a wrap for today's video.